So, after a full day of baking and cooking yesterday, and it's fall, it's snowy, it's cold, my crock pot is out again. I know you can't see it, it's here below you guys. It is one of my most favorite things to use all winter. I can put everything in it and just let it go, and we have a nice hot meal after doing farm chores all day in the cold, or you know, even if it's just a cold day and you haven't really done much, crock pot, love it. Highly recommend. Today I am making a smoky chili. It is not hot. I am making a double batch because I'm going to split the batch, half for us, half for my son. And in that, it's a sweet chili. So when I split the batch, I'll make my son's with heat because he likes that. My husband does not. And yeah, it's a pretty straightforward recipe. I've been making it for, I don't even know how long, years. But it's really, really good. So I started this morning with a pound of ground pork and a pound of lean ground beef. I cooked those. They are now sitting in the crock pot. I like to brown them first. We have our chili seasoning here. We also have whatever vegetables I had in the fridge. So we have some mushrooms, some onions, yellow and red pepper, which we're gonna just put right in the crock pot actually. I'm gonna do that right now. Perfect. And it really is one of those recipes where you could just kind of use whatever's in the fridge. It doesn't have to be specific. We are using our last store-bought can of diced tomatoes because I have a plethora of tomatoes that I put up from our garden this year. However, I wanted to use up our store-bought stuff because I don't want to waste. So those get dumped in, and that gets dumped in with the juice. You do not have to drain them. That will get washed and recycled. Later, when I split the batch, I will add some baked beans and some kidney beans. I add those after because my son does not like beans, so we don't add them to his. He has, I guess, what you would call a traditional chili with just the veg and the meat, as opposed to which we put beans in. The other thing about this one too is that we do add honey to it to give it a little sweet taste. So our seasoning is going to go in, and as soon as I get this all in and mixed, I will show you guys, because I know you can't see it because it is directly below you. We do a cup of ketchup. I will say, if you make it with homemade ketchup, it is divine. And then a cup of barbecue sauce, and like I said, this is a double batch for us, and we're really big on flavors, so. And I'm just gonna mix all this together. The crock pot's already on. I have it set on low for 5 hours. You could flip it to high and cook it in a shorter amount of time for sure. It will get a little bit more liquidy as it cooks as well. For the honey, I just add a little drizzle over the top. Like I said, it is a sweet one. I do add liquid smoke as well, but I'll do that after because it's a sweet smoky chili. It's not a lot either of the liquid smoke. It's, I would say, maybe a teaspoon and a half, if that. Depends on the barbecue sauce that I've used. If I've used one that has like a sweet smoky flavor to it, then I will omit the liquid smoke, honestly. Okay, let me just move these over to my sink. Great. Now, I will give you guys a quick look at this. So in it, you'll see everything's mixed in it. I do use the crock pot liners because I do use my crock pot so frequently. It makes cleanup super simple. This is on low for about 5 hours. We've got some chores going on here today. And it's only 11 a.m. so not even close to dinner time, but dinner is now taken care of and I don't need to really worry about it. When it is done, we usually serve it with cornbread. Tonight I'm omitting the cornbread though, so we're just gonna have chili. And yeah, and my next project now is to seal some granola, so I will be back in another clip to show you how I do that to keep it in the house.